Gentlemen, I hope all is well on the other side of the screen. On today's video, I'm going to talk about the 5 things that helped me get started on my beard journey. With that being said, let's get started. Alright guys, so you've decided to grow a beard. Well, awesome. You've already started on step 1 for me. So tip number 1 is you've made that decision. Part of that decision now involves you got to put your razors down, you got to put your clippers down. Okay, you got to let it grow. So tip number 1 is you're going to have to give yourself some time. Alright? And to help with time, you're also going to have to use some patience. So if you're not a patient person, this might be a really good exercise for you, growing a beard. And wait for those results. I would recommend when you're starting, give yourself, start on the first of a month. It's really easy to keep track. Give yourself to the end of that month and see where you're at. Give yourself 30 days. I think you'll be really surprised, and at that point, depending on how much growth you have, maybe you can put, maybe add some lines in your beard just to help kind of give some maintenance to it. Get yourself a neckline established. Those all be great things. I would say keep growing at that point. Moving on to tip number 2. Okay, I'm kind of going to go down the beard timeline here. So on tip number 2, you've got something a little more substantial now than just stubble. Okay, at this point in your growth, let's hope maybe two to 3 weeks in. Okay, at this point you might be having a little bit of an itch, and the reason for that is because your beard or your face isn't getting maintained like it used to. You're not shaving every day or every other day or however you shave. You're not kind of trimming up any stubble you had. If you could kind of maintain that stubble look, you've allowed it to grow. So you've had this hair continuously kind of pushing through the skin on your face. It's kind of irritate that skin a little bit, and also now that the hair is getting longer, it's going to kind of be touching your skin because it's going to be coming back down and touching. That's going to irritate you a little bit to where it's going to be a little itchy, a little scratchy, and you may also even notice some little dandruff that happens depending on how long your beard starts to get. So tip number 2 is going to be, I would recommend get some beard oil. Okay, beard oil is awesome. You're going to have, once you start using beard oil and you keep a beard, you're going to want to have beard oil around all the time. It's such a great product to have. There are so many manufacturers and vendors that have some amazing products in regards to beard oil. I do recommend sticking to anything stick to the all natural stuff. So anything that you can really clearly know that it's an oil. There are some that are made with some synthetic chemicals like some silicones and stuff, and it's pretty obvious that usually those ingredients end with a CON or a con. They're not bad. I've just had I've had a much better experience just using an all natural oil based product. So and what beard oil is going to do, it's going to act as a moisturizer on your skin, first and foremost. So it's going to help kind of ease that initial itch that you get, because the oils, depending on what they're made out of, again, different combinations, a lot of different varieties, but majority of the oils will kind of emulate what your skin naturally produces anyway. So it's kind of like a nice, again, it's like a double moisturizer. It's coming from inside and outside. The next bit that the oil is going to do is, let's say your significant other, they love the beard, but they may not be liking, it might feel a little scratchy to them. You use oil enough, it's going to kind of help soften that hair up. It's going to make it feel softer. And it also will add an extra shine to it. That's one part I really like. I like how it kind of softens my beard, and I also like how it shines because it highlights colors if you have different colors throughout your beard. I got a little bit of red. I don't know if it can be seen here in the camera, but I got a little bit of red that kind of shows up here, and then it kind of little flecks more throughout the sides here. And again, I love it because when I put it in, it kind of just brightens my beard up. So again, beard oil, awesome product. I recommend getting it early on in your beard growth. The next bit here is, this would be towards maybe the end of that first 4 weeks. You might start noticing, your beard's getting longer, and you'll have these hairs that want to kind of stand out off to the side of your face. Completely normal. It's just, that's how beard hair is. It's a coarser, stiffer hair. But what can help with that, and it's a great counterpart to beard oil, is beard balm. Okay, beard balm is, again, lots of different varieties with beard balm. A lot of the manufacturers will make a corresponding beard balm, so it'll match the scent of the oil you like. You can mix it, whatever. Beard balms are made primarily using like a lot of natural butters. An example would be like shea butter. They'll combine that with, maybe, it all depends, everybody's a little different, but you might see some with some waxes and they'll have a stronger hold. But beard balm essentially kind of helps give you a level of control to your beard. So like if you do have someone want to stand up, it'll help calm them down a bit. Again, it's still beard hair, it's going to kind of do it anyways. You're never going to have this like smooth, you know, it's not like your top of your head where you can comb it smooth. But it will give you some control where it'll help add a nice finish. So now you're like, okay, well, how do I, I'm using this stuff, now what? Well, on to tip number 4 here is, for shorter beards, this is actually a really good thing to start with, is get yourself a beard brush. This one is a round one. It's a boar's bristle, so it's got a natural hair in it. You can see it's got some rigidness to it. What this does is, since it is a natural hair, it's going to kind of hold onto the oil just like your hair does. And you brush it in, and this will really help work in the balm and the oil down through the hair and down into your skin. Just helps work it a little further. Also, it works great for short hair. It's pretty much all you need just to kind of start steering your hair in the right direction, whichever way you want it to lay. Eventually, you will train your hair. It just takes, again, a lot of time, but you can start training your hair to kind of lay and grow a certain way. But brushing helps a lot with the shorter beard phase. It's really all you're going to need at the short beard phase. Now, again, we all have different goals. Me personally, right now my sides are short. I'm in the process. I'm trying to get them to kind of fill out a little more, but my front here and my goatee area it's a little longer, and that's tip number 5, guys. Get yourself a comb. Again, not a bad thing to have, whether you're short or long. This is a little more beneficial though when you have a longer beard, just because it can get down, in there. But a comb, depending on where you work, how you work, you can usually take these with you. Like this one's a shorter one, so this one's great for travel. I can put it in my pocket easy. I keep a longer one with me in my backpack when I go to work. But yeah, get yourself a comb. It really help with straightening yourself out, doing some maintenance throughout the day, and that's it, guys. So those are the 5 things that really helped me when it came to starting my beard. And I do that, and I do a lot of this stuff on a daily basis still. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you took something away from it. Please leave me any questions or comments on things you might want me to look at in the future here, any products you're curious about, or any methods. I really like learning new stuff and exploring new things when it comes to beard care and just grooming in general. So with that being said, take care, guys. Have a great week. Be awesome to each other. All right.